Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel is all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this beautiful yarny community. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks so much for coming back and spending some of your Sunday with me. I do appreciate you. Today is just a Sunday chat. I have two finished objects, one that's almost finished, and a teeny tiny yarn haul. I was a bad girl. So let's get started with the elephant in the room. I finished my Forget-Me-Not sweater by Hey Carrie. I'll take it off of this. It came out beautiful. The yarn was fabulous. I used Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in the color Cloud Control. This is fabulous yarn. This must have been just a discontinued color because they had a bunch of this still on the shelf the last time I was there. And I picked some more up to make another cardigan for me because this yarn works up fantastic. I used 3.5 of these little donut-y things. They're 100% low pill acrylic, 487 yards. It's a lightweight number 3. Says you can machine wash and dry. They recommend a 4.5 meter hook. I used a 5 because that's what the pattern said, but it came out too small. This is more like I followed the pattern for a 2X, and this came out more like a large. Maybe an extra large if I black it. But yeah, I worked really hard on this and it's not right. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this sweater. It's very pretty. The color is beautiful. The stitch definition that this yarn gives you, you can see the little forget-me-not flowers really well. It's not a difficult pattern. It's very repetitive. It's once you get the pattern down, you can just sit and do this. This was I was doing in between other projects. I'm going to have to quickly whip out another one of these. It won't take long. It'll probably take me 2.5 days because I can't sit constant. I'm up and down and up and down and up and down. If I could sit for 8 hours, I could probably whip this out in a day and a half. But I know that's not how I roll. But so anyway, I did do this one with the 3/4 length sleeves instead of the long sleeves like mine is. I think it's just as cute with the shorter sleeves than it is with the long sleeves. So finished object number 1, a slight disappointment, but not in the pattern. It's something that I did. I double checked my counts. I'm thinking when I did my first version, I went up a hook size or 2. I may have used a 7 hook instead of a 5, like the pattern says. So I'm going to try that for the next version to see if that doesn't give me the next size up. Because this is just one size too small. And, but it's real pretty. So I don't know if I'm going to gift this, sell this, donate it. I don't know. It's too nice to donate. I'll just don't know anybody who would want this sweater right now. So anyway, project number 1 done. Project number 2 that is done, remember this? I finished it. Now I didn't finish it the way that the pattern is written. And let me tell you why. This pattern is written that you make 2 panels and then join them together in the center. The pattern itself is not difficult. The way you do the increases on the point is very interesting. I've never done it before, where one side you're doing I can't remember how you did it. I'll have to dig out the pattern. It's one side is you're increasing it one way, and the other side you're increasing it another way. It was an interesting pattern. That part I got, because honestly I thought the increases was where it was going to get me, because once you got to the widest point, it was just double crochets, chains, and single crochets. And it's a super cute pattern. I think it makes a cute design. My problem is that they make you stop at one point and then start over on the other side. So now my tension's off. So now I'm wonky and I'm not straight. And then you get to the point where they say, this is how you're going to join it together. I don't know what planet they were on when they were doing the directions on how to join this. I tried twice. I ended up frogging it. It made 0 sense. At the very beginning of the directions, they told you to take the first panel, and after that, they stopped telling you where the stitches went. They told you the first stitch goes in the first panel, and then after that, and it was making no sense. So I joined it the way I could figure it out, and I made it work, but I ended up with this big long line in the middle of it, but it's on the bottom, and I like the way this turned out for the most part. At that point, I was so disgusted with myself, mostly because I couldn't read this pattern, that I didn't do the full fringe. I just did a tassel on the corners at each end. So this will be going on my table for Thanksgiving. The pattern came out of the big Christmas crochet book. The pattern itself is called the Rustic Christmas Runner. There's another picture of it. Of course, mine isn't as long because I was getting very frustrated with it. The yarn I used was Yarn Bee Cotton DK. I just used a tad of the mustard for the trim, and this much of the ivory. This is 100% cotton. There are 235 yards, 216 meters. It's a light number 3. It's washable, dryable, and ironable. They say use a 4.5 millimeter hook. I used a 4 to make this. And I did it. I made a table runner for my table for Thanksgiving. Go me. So that is project number 2. Those are the completed finished projects. The almost completed finished project is my hashtag ugly Christmas 2022 not so ugly Christmas sweater. That's a Tunisian shrug. I'll put it on here, I think. It's almost done. I just have to finish the sleeves. If you can see. But I think it turned out not so ugly. You can see the back with the stripes. Turn you up a little bit. and it's nice and long, so cover your butt. It's just your typical rectangle shrug. I did 2 rows of single crochet and then a row of the crab stitch in the green for the trim around your collar. I'm working on the sleeves right now. I want to extend the sleeves because I like long sleeves. I don't like short sleeves. Last night I tried to follow a tutorial, but turn it back a little bit, on Tunisian crochet in the round, but it was late and I wasn't getting it. So I'm going to rewatch that video this afternoon and see if I can do it. If not, I have another idea of just doing a rectangle, you know, how many ever stitches around this is, and then just seaming it up like I did this. So, because I know how I want the sleeves to look, I just don't know that I can do it in the round. But this is almost done. This was a crochet along with Lynette from Charmed Grammy Crochet. Again, hashtag Ugly Christmas 2022. I just did basically a Tunisian sampler. The red and green I did in the simple stitch, and then I did, wherever it was gray, I did honeycomb stitch and I don't know, X stitches and reverse stitches and knit stitches and I don't know, whatever popped into my head. For each of these different stitches, you can see there's the honeycomb and the reverse stitch. This one here on the back, I like this stitch. This, I think I did X stitches. So it gives it a little bit of visual texture. This yarn, this is going to be a heavy sweater. Heavy sweater. I'm making it out of the Karen cakes. These are 80% acrylic, 20% wool. I've gone through 3 cakes. This is the 4th cake to do the sleeve with, but I'm color controlling the sleeves. I want the sleeves to be all this dark red. So I'm going to have to probably pull out from a couple of different of them. The green, again, was out of this Hint of Silk by Yarn Bee in the color olive. Oh, that color down the red and gray, the sock monkey, the actual color is red velvet. So by the end of today, that project will be completed and put away. Done. Then I have, I'm going to start working on one more Forget-Me-Not sweater. I've got 3 panels done on the pillows that I'm working on. I'm just waiting for the pillow forms to come in so that I can put those together. I want to get those done here shortly so that I can get them in the mail to the grandkids. But those are a quick evening project, but they're turning out so cute. And Carrie, if you're watching this, thank you so much for sending me that pattern. It's adorable. I think my grandkids are going to love these pillows. So those are what I'm going to start working on. You know, I'm not going to, I don't know that I'm going to have a lot of crochet time in the next couple of days. I am hosting Thanksgiving. I'm thrilled about it. I'm not cooking. We are having it catered in. I just have to go pick it up and reheat it on Thursday. Well, I pick it up on Wednesday, reheat it on Thursday. So Thanksgiving is going to be a laid back affair this year. It's just going to be friends and family and football and food and games, and we're just going to have a nice relaxing day. And then the craziness starts, right? Our grandkids, my daughter and her family, are coming in for Christmas. Well, actually, they'll be here the day after Christmas. So I'm going to go a little bit more on the Christmas decorating than I normally do, just because Charlotte is only going to be, I mean, she's 3. She'll be 4 in May, and she's still in the magic of Christmas. So I'll go a little bit over on the Christmas decorating, but but then again, it's got to come down New Year's Day, because I just found out this week that I am having neck surgery on January 4th. So I don't know what that's going to mean for my crochet, but we'll see. They said I will be in a cervical collar for 3 months. So you'll see that. We'll talk about my journey on that too. I have issues with C4, 5, and 6. So anyway, you don't need to hear about that. My little yarn haul. I did go to Ollie's on Wednesday. They didn't, our Ollie's didn't have any of the Karen latte cakes. I was very upset. Well, I wasn't upset, but I was very disappointed. I really wanted to get a couple more of those latte cakes to make my granddaughter another cardigan, because she loves the one that I made her last year. And if I thought if I can find it in a different color, I would make her another one. Well, they didn't have any latte cakes. They had a ton of this Bernat velvet. So I did get 2 of these. These, you know, they're the 100% polyester, 315 yards of a bulky number 5. It says using a 6.5 meter hook. I think it says wash and dry, just don't iron. This color is vintage teal, and it's very much a minty color. And then this one is called the crushed velvet, and this one is just regular velvet. This one is the crushed velvet. And it has 315 yards. Are they the same? Yeah, they're the same. 315 yards, a bulky number 5. This color is spruce. And it's just a bunch of different colored greens and teal. And I thought, these together will make a really nice pillow. And it's, you know, this velvet is nice and soft. And I've never worked with it before, but we'll give it a shot. I think this will make a nice pocket pillow for one of my grandsons. So that was, and these were on clearance for $4.99 at Ollie's. And then I saw this. This is Bernat Premium Tweeds. These are a number 4. It's 97 acrylic, 3% viscose, which I think is probably just the little tweedy bits. You get 360 yards, 7 ounces. This color is chocolate tweed. And I thought that this was really pretty. Now, when I saw this, the first thing that popped into my head was, did you see the pattern that the crochet crowd put out? It was a crochet along not too long ago. It was the toggle wrap that was like a, I don't know how you say that, the Ruan or Ruana, where it's solid on the back and then the 2 panels came across the top. I think Lynette does a tutorial on that called the Campfire Ruana. This is what popped in my head when I saw this, is something along those lines. I think I'm going to do Lynette's tutorial. These were on sale for $2.99. I mean, for $2.99 for this really nice tweed in a chocolate brown. I got 4 of them. So I have, you know, well over 1,000 yards. I hope that's enough. I may run back and get a couple more because they had a bunch in this brown color. But I did get 4 at $2.99. And I just think it's really pretty. And I think it would be really pretty in a Ruana wrap. So that's what this is going to be when it grows up. Not anytime soon, maybe next fall. Because now like I said, I've got to get through the Christmas crochets that I got to do. I got to do another quick version of the forget-me-not sweater. And then find out how it's going to, I have to wear this collar for 3 months. I don't think it's going to affect my crocheting a whole lot, but we'll see. I am going to participate in Vlogmas. That is 25 days of a video every day. They're not all going to be long ones. They're mostly going to be, I'll do my regular Wednesday and my regular Sunday, you know, wrap up in what I'm working on. But the rest of the week, they're going to be little shorts. And I have something coming that I'm hoping will be here this week or maybe the beginning of next week that will be part of that. It's something I got off on Etsy. I'm really excited about it. So it's an advent calendar, but it's a different advent calendar. It's not yarn. I see a lot of people doing the Hobie has an advent calendar, and a lot of the yarn companies have advent calendars where you get mini skeins. Nope, I'm not doing yarn because Lord knows I have enough yarn. I'm doing something else, and I'm kind of excited about it. So I'll share more of that with you on December 1st. So that's all I've got for today. Short and sweet. Wednesday, I'll show you the finished project on this. I'm really liking how this is turning out. There's still time. If you want to participate in the make-along, I'll leave a link to Lynette's channel down below. She is doing a prize drawing at the end of December, so you have plenty of time if you want to get in and do it. If I can't link the exact video where she talks about it the first time, I'll at least link her channel and you can like dig through and find it. But search hashtag Ugly Christmas 2020 and you'll find all of us who are participating. There's quite a few podcasters participating. So it's a fun little project to do. Don't forget, if you're still working on your Boggy Creek blankets, I'll get it right one of these days. Nancy is still collecting those. She did a big reveal last Thursday, and they're well over, I think they said they're close to 100 blankets now. So keep working on those if you've got them. One other thing. There's a new channel, literally started last night. Dawn, whose channel is Yarn is a Sport. I'll link her below too. Very new to YouTube, but not new to the fiber community. She is a crocheter and a knitter and she spins and she dyes and she knows a lot about a lot of different things. She did an introduction video. She hasn't shown any of her work yet, but her introduction video was a nice introduction into her and her life. So if you get a few minutes, stop by and check out Dawn. I'll link her video below. Her channel is Yarn is a Sport. How fun is that? So until I see you again on Wednesday, be kind to everyone.